Hi guys, this is Ashok Reddy. Last class we discussed variables and types of the variable. Today we will discuss method and types of the method in Java. Okay. What is our agenda? What is the method? What is the use of method? And how many types of method in Java? Okay. Then tell me what is the definition of method? Method is a block of code that perform specific task or operation and return the result to the caller if applicable. Okay, for example, what is the use of method? What is the use of method? It allows the code reusability. We can break a complex program into smaller chunks of code. Okay, then we'll discuss uh, this is the one method. This is the one method. This is the also main method. Okay. This is the predefined method, right? This is the predefined method. Okay. Printf is also a predefined method. Okay. This is the user defined method. Correct? Na? This is the user defined method. This is the add method. Inside add method, we are performing one task, addition of two number. What is the what is the performing here? What is the we are logic we return? Addition of two number. Okay. Once we are creating object, already we discussed this one. Okay. This is not new. Okay. Once we have to create the object, we can call add method by using reference variable. Okay. At 10 comma 20, then it will call to the 10 comma 20, then it will return the 30 value to the caller. Okay. Then it will store the int value in I, then it will have to print the I value. Okay. This is the one of the way. Okay. Yeah. What is the syntax of the method? Tell me guys, what is the syntax of the method? We have two types of method is there. One is the concrete method. Second one is the abstract method. Starting to now onward, we discuss already concrete method. Okay. The concrete method means the process of creating method with body is called concrete method. Without body, that is the abstract method. The process of creating without body is called abstract method. Okay. Then what is the syntax of concrete method? Then normal method also. Okay. What is the syntax of the method? Here access modifier is there. Modifier and return type and method name parameter list. For example, this is the modifier. Access modifier. Already we discussed access modifier, public, private, protect, default. For access modifier already we discussed. Modifier also already we discussed. Okay. For example, a modifier is a static. If modifier is a static, then no need to create the object. We can call directly. Okay. Then if you are not declaring, we are not declaring non-static method, right? If you are not declaring, that is non-static method. We are not declaring any static, right? So this is the non-static method. If you declare static, that is the static. If you declare as a static, then that is the static method. What is the use of static method? If you are static method as a static without creating object, you can call add method. Okay. But if you are non-static method, how we can call? You can create the object, then only you can call. Correct? Na? Then this is the non-static method. Okay. Already we discussed. Correct? Na? Just go here. Yeah. This is the types of method. One is the concrete method, other one is the abstract method. Abstract method means without body as the method, that without body, that is the abstract method. With body, that is the concrete method. We have, and then based on the modifier, two types of is there. Already I told you. This is the syntax. Based on the modifier, we have two types. Okay. What is the two type? One is the static. Another one is the non-static. This is the static is a how can if you declare method as a static, that is static method. Where we are not declare any method as a static. If you are not declaring a static method, that is non-static method. Okay. Okay. If you declare method as a static, the with static method we can call directly. We can call directly. Okay. If a non-static method, you cannot call it. You cannot call directly by using object. We can call. Okay. Then second one is the return type. We have two types of based on the return type. We have two types based on return type. We have two types is there. One is the void, another one is the non-void. Okay. What is the use of void? Void is nothing but we cannot return any value, but non-void means we can return value. Suppose we have to suppose I am going to explain here. Here return type is int. A return type is int. Then we are returning int value, right? What the int value is 30. We are returning 30 value to the once execution is completed, then you can return the 20 value. Okay, this 20 value we can return to the here. Okay, this 20 value we can stored in I. Then we can print the I value like that. Okay, if you declare method as a void, return type as a void, then cannot return. Correct? Na? Cannot return here. We are printing here only. Okay. We are not returning to any value. Void means we are not returning any value. Okay. Then based on parameter, we have two types. One is parameterized, one is the non-parameterized. Correct? Na? Based on parameter, we have two types there. One is the parameterized, another one is the non-parameterized. Correct? Na? Yeah. Then simple. This is the very important methodology. This is the already we know this is the method. Correct? Na? This is also method. Okay. Methods. Okay. This method, this main method is a predefined method. Okay. Main method is a predefined method. Okay. That is, you guys can remember, right? Already we discussed one class, right? Very, very important, that main method. Okay. This is the user defined method. This is the user defined method. This is the predefined method. Okay. Printf also predefined method. Okay. Int, this is the int is a data type. This is the a is a variable. Okay. This is the int is a parameter type. Int is a type parameter. This is the int is a data type, right? This is the this is the a is a variable. Correct? Na? This int a comma int b, these are the parameter. Int a comma b, these are the parameters. Correct? Na? Then next, this is the method name plus method name plus this parameter is nothing but signature. Correct? Na? This is the signature. Method name with parameter, that is the signature. Okay. Then entire this public int add int a comma b, that is the prototype. Okay. This is the prototype, and this is the parameter, and this one is the signature. You guys can remember. Okay. Once you have to pass the 10 comma 20, that is the method argument. Okay. That is the method argument. Yeah. I think so. You guys can understood, right? Yeah. Then next, yeah, abstract. Creating a method without body is called abstract method. That is the method declaration. Nothing but method declaration. Okay. This is the access modifier, and abstract is the if you declare abstract keyword, that is the abstract method. Okay. Then this is the return type, method name, parameter. but we don't have body. Is the abstract method, you don't have body. Okay, creating a method without body is called abstract method, nothing but method declaration. Okay, yeah. Can we revise now? Yeah. Method is a block of code that perform specific task or operation and return result to the caller if applicable. What is the use of method? It allow the code reusability. It allow the code reusability. Already I told you, if you declare, once you have to write the method, once you have to write the method, then we have to once create the object by using the reference where we can call to the add method. We can create one more method, one more object. We can suppose one more object I'm creating for here I'm creating one more object, right? V2 reference variable. By using v2 reference variable, v2 dot add. One more time, same method we can call, right? So this is the reusability. Okay. Two types of method is there. One is the concrete method and another one is the abstract method. Already I discussed, this is the concrete method. The process of creating a method with body is called concrete method. This is the optional. Access modifier is the optional and modifier also optional. Okay. Return type is a, and method name parameter are the parameter also optional. Only here return type method name is the mandatory. This open and close parenthesis. Okay. This is the mandatory. Creating a method without body is called abstract method. This is the signature. Okay. This is nothing but method signature. Correct? Na? Sorry. Method prototype. This is the method prototype. Okay. Yeah. Types of method based on the modifier. This is concrete method. Okay. Based on modifier, two types is the one is static, second one is the non-static. We will access without creating an object. Okay, non-static method, without creating an object we can access. Okay, but a non-static method we will access by using object. Based on the return type, two types is the one is the void, second one is the non-void. It return the void is it return does not return any value. Correct na? But non-void return a value after execution. Correct na? But based on the parameter, two type, one is the parameterized, one is the non-parameterized. I think you guys can understood, right? Yeah. Thank you guys.